Thank you so much for being here. This is a brand new Brave Rival tune. much. Hello.
Hi, we're Brave Rival, and this is our Kickstarter campaign. We would love to make a first studio album, but we absolutely can't do it without your help. We want you to come to our gigs, rock out with us, and then we want you to listen to our music on the way home. We want you to share it with your friends, and we can't do that unless we get this album recorded.
Please, sir.
We love talking to you guys after and getting your feedback. And the common thing that people keep saying is, where can we find your music? And we keep saying, you can't. You said that you'd like to invest in us. We would like to invest in us too, in our music. So let's work together to make that happen. So what have we done so far?
What have we done?
What have we done?
We've turned into children's presenters.
We've also been really lucky throughout this year, and we've supported some incredible bands, including the Billy Walton Band and Stevie Nemo, which was absolutely amazing opportunity for us. We've also played some amazing festivals.
We've been nominated for Breakthrough Act 2019, which is amazing because it's amongst so many other bands. We were recently featured in Raw Ramp magazine, which was really exciting, as one of the top 20 bands to watch in 2020. So keep watching.
So let's talk a little bit about our band. Our bass player, Billy, has been with us from the start. Here are a few fun facts about our Billy. He's an award-winning songwriter. He also was in Albany Down. Some of you may already know that. He also is Australian. He may look like a total metalhead. He's a big guy, he's very hairy, and he is absolutely obsessed with Bake Off. Rock and roll! So here's our Billy to tell you a little bit more about him.
When I got the phone call from Donna that she was looking for a bass player to join this band, obviously I played with Donna for many years previously in an old band that we were in, and I knew that we could lock in together on some great blues and rock songs, and also the fact that we've got two amazing singers, and it just really excited me, and I just couldn't wait to get working on the band. And also the guitarist, he's pretty good. The thing I love about the songwriting is that we all chip in together. I might come up with a cool groovy bass line, and Donna's going to come up with a beat, and then Ed comes in with a bit of a shred, and the girls come up with a lovely melody. It's just a real melting pot of ideas, and out of that you get this beautiful expression of music. It really comes alive on stage as well. Like that's where we're really cooking. What I'm really excited about next year is obviously making our debut album. I think it's going to be an absolutely amazing experience, and I'm just really excited to get gigging more up and down the country, hopefully, and meeting all you lovely fans.
And then there's our Donna. She's amazing. She songwrites, she plays. She's got an absolutely massive pair of congas that she brings to some shows sometimes. Of course, she was in Albany Down alongside Billy. She is a major crazy cat lady. She is. She'll do a gig and all she wants to do is go into her cats and have a cuddle. Aww. Something you may not know about our Donna is that she's a multi-instrumentalist. She doesn't just play the drums, she also plays guitar and piano. So here's our lovely Donna.
I love the fact that it's fronted by two amazing, powerful, strong women, and obviously me on drums. That's quite unique to have two female vocalists fronting a band, especially in the scene. One of my favourite songwriters is Justin Curry from Delamitri. He's amazing, writes all the parts and epic. Thunder, I love their songwriting too. Led Zeppelin, big influence on me. Originally we started writing just Chloe, Lindsay and me on guitar, but I wanted to play drums. So it's amazing that we've got a band together now and we can bring those songs to life fully. We're writing some new tracks and the album will be fantastic.
So being on the blues scene, it's really important to have an excellent guitarist.
Well, they couldn't find one, so they've got me instead.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Thanks, Lynn. Big improvement.
We searched far and wide to try and find the right guitarist, someone that wants to make our sound come to life. And we take our songs and then he just takes it to another level, and it's awesome. He's actually the baby of the group, so we've taken him under our wing.
Aww.
And he's single, so if there's any lovely women out there.
I hate you.
Fun fact about Ed is that he's a major Friends fan. Could he be any more of a Friends fan? Give it up for our Ed.
The main thing I love about Brave Rival is the juxtaposition between the elegant soaring harmonies of Chloe and Lindsay and then the rawness of the riffs that the band's playing. My main influence growing up playing guitar was always Slash, both in Guns N' Roses and in solo stuff, and that is kind of an ongoing theme, so there's a little bit of that in pretty much everything I play. But more recently, I've listened to a lot of blues rock, a lot of Blackstone Cherry, and then very recently we did a string of shows with a guy called Stevie Nimmo, who is an absolutely insane guitarist. Just from watching him play at all the shows and chatting to him backstage, he might actually be one of my biggest influences right now. Really looking forward to working on a new album in 2020 with your guys' support, and really looking forward to having a great year.
No more extraordinary. I'm lost in an empty transient spell. Oh, it's been a long.
I love Brave Rival because I love these people.
I love Brave Rival because I absolutely love creating new original music with these bunch of friends.
I'm single, I just desperately need, I don't even like playing guitar, no.
If you pledge £2, we can give you Ed's phone number.
Jesus Christ, I'm cheap, apparently.
I love it partly because it's brought songs that I've had in my head for ages to life. Also, it's really fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun, yeah.
I love Brave Rival because I feel like all five of us just contribute what we generally think is the best idea for the song.
We all complement each other, and especially Lindsay, to have another singer that is equally got tons of power and soul and passion. I think that's quite rare. We're like a force, and we've got like our warriors behind us. I love standing next to this guy on stage. We vibe off each other, don't we? Can we put a little compilation pictures of me and Billy vibing out on stage?
There are a lot of pictures.
I want that.
Of you roaring at his guitar.
Yeah, like, wah!
I like getting cuddles mid-solo.
We cuddle, don't we?
I like to do the Brave Rivals because if I don't do it, they'll release the photos.
It's such a weirdo, Billy.
I think it's about time I set you free.
You know what I like, Chloe?
What do you like, Billy?
I like rewards. Just like your Tesco Club card or your Sainsbury's Nectar points. People want rewards. If you help us out with this album, you can get rewarded with the album.
Oh!
But also,
One of our amazing t-shirts.
You can even get a masterclass with me on vocals, Donna on drums, or Ed on guitar.
You could also be there when Chloe and Lindsay record their vocals.
You could even have us do a private performance for you.
Thank you!
for supporting us. Be brave.
Be brave, hashtag.
Put
Hashtag
your
be brave.
money where your mouth is and put the money in the Have people given us the money yet? Show me the money!
We're doing street yoga.
Yeah.
Street yoga.
Stick knees up
Knees up.
and then straighten your arms. No, not
Yeah.
not press up. Oh my god.
Straighten your arms. Stay there for a second, let me just get a... I do quite like this argument though. Alright. 3, 2, 1. Jiggly, 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 jiggly.
Yeah, I'm good.
We're live! Welcome to Saturday Night Live! Three, 2, 1. We're good to go. Oh god, that was straight in.
Well, hello.
That's so cool. Drop the hat.
Oh
Look at my hip
Go for it.
fan
Action! They got dog.
Oh, people.
no! Go on, you can go. Rather than just walking off.
Yeah, so we can do the kind of just fuck you, then we can have a little bit of an argument.
And this is how we work out C's.
You filming all this? No, too late.
Hi, Lynn.
Hello. It's not freezing in here at all.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm doing it, guys!
You're doing it!
I'm doing it!
Doing it!
You went down in like you hit the ground on like a squish thing. It's like the ground absorbed you. It was really graceful.
I'm not.
You just have to jump forward.
I can't do it. No.
Cooler. Get the angle. That's the train I wanted! Can I hide the coffee behind the base? You're teaching the Macarena?
He's teaching me the
He's teaching you?
We're called Brave Rival.
Alright.
Stop self-promoting to everyone that walks
Oh no!
You did. Appreciate that. Thank you for that.
Nobody counts.
Giving me a heart attack. You're giving me a heart attack. You're giving me a heart attack.
Nobody, 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 nobody gonna put me down. Nobody, 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 nobody gonna put me down. Had too much of that in my life, darling. It's time to turn this thing around. And no one ain't no one. Oh, ain't no one gonna mess with me. Ain't no one, ain't no one. Ain't no one gonna mess with me. this deeper, you make me stronger, make me believe. So think I'm child. Oh, all the things you've done. So think I'm child. All the things you've done. Throw away all those regrets. I don't keep a hold on none. This time I never realized I had the strength inside. No, this time I never realized the tears I cried to make me stronger, to make me sweeter, to make me better, make me believe, to make me feel, to make this deeper, to make me stronger, make me believe.
sorrow for the lives we took. 2 for joy for when I started to look. 3 for a girl cause she's finally hurt. 4 for a boy who's as free as a bird. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Heat of the world and watch it die. There's only so much that us humans can buy. Why do we fight over color of skin? Who's loving who and who we should let in? Come on. Come on now, come on, come on. Fly, like fly. Freedom is all that we'll bring. It's all that we'll sing. It's all that we'll know. Freedom is a positive thing. Why don't we all bring love? reputation shines. 6 for gold, but money runs out in time. 7 for a secret, never to be told. Before it's too late and we're all grey and old. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. We're making these moves without even a care. Don't we all breathe the same planet's air? I'm making a wish that our stories can tell. Peace, love, and kindness are things we can learn. Come on.
Well, hello. What's happening? Welcome to another episode of Live Talking Blues. You know, we took a little break. We're starting our 4th season, our 51st guest. And our next guest, we saw them on the introducing stage at the beginning of this year at the Great British Rhythm and Blues Festival in Skegness. They also were nominated for Best Emerging Blues Band, the UK Blues Award in 2021. This soulful rock and blues band, they are firing on all cylinders. Let me tell you, please welcome 2 of the members of Brave Rival on guitar, Ed, the Shred Clark, and Billy Deadman. Let me take you out of the green room. Hey guys, what's happening?
Hello, how's it going?
How? Pretty good, man. I had to shut down for a second, so I disappeared. I mean, technology is so crazy. Most of the time it works, but most of the time it doesn't work. How are you guys up to? What's happening?
Yeah, we're all right. Yeah, we're just getting prepared for the weekend. Just, you know, coming off a bit of a high from the weekend as well. We had a really great gig on the weekend.
Yeah.
It's been quite a crazy 6 months, really, isn't it?
It's been a great 6 months for you guys. Been watching you, and you guys are definitely firing on all cylinders. And the girls couldn't be here today, so we've got Ed and Billy here to talk us through a few bits and pieces, and just enjoy ourselves for a little bit with you. Thank you for sharing your time with us. Now, Patsy in her pre-show, she played a little bit of things you were doing. So we know a little bit about you already from the pre-show, but I'm going to ask you again because that's how I like to do it, if you don't mind. Now, listen, when did you guys start this? Let me go back a step. Where does the name come from? I know you get this all the time, but I gotta hear it out of the horse's mouth. Where did the name come from?
Do you want to take that, Billy, or shall I take that one?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you guys handle that side of it, okay? Because I'm not gonna say who. Go ahead, Billy.
It's a bit of an odd one, really, isn't it? Because the band originally started as the three girls doing like a folk trio. Donna, who plays drums, was playing acoustic guitar, and they were called Patchwork.
Patchwork
Story. Oh,
Patchwork
I think we've lost
Story.
Billy. Have we lost Billy already? Oh no. Yeah, no. Oh, I'll take over the story. Here we go. The
Patchwork.
face is frozen. I was like, they were called Patchwork Story. But so there are a few songs from those days that got brought over into Brave Rival. They're obviously a little bit different now.
Yeah.
I think we've got Billy back.
Yeah. Hey,
that
Billy.
was really weird. My internet just dropped out for no reason.
I told you technology is so cool. Go ahead, Ed.
Good old
gosh.
So yeah, it started with the three guys doing Patchwork Story, and when they kind of, from my understanding, obviously I wasn't in the band at the time, but from my understanding, they sort of felt the songs could be something more than just acoustics. They wanted to put it into a band thing, and obviously Donna, being primarily a drummer, she wanted to get back behind drums. And there were a few iterations of the lineup before it really found its feet. I joined in the last iteration, so I wasn't there for the most of the history of the band. But when we started in the form that you see now, the genre switched up a little bit to what you hear now. And Brave Rival came about in the early days. Sorry, the name, I mean, came about in the early days of it being a full band thing. And it was because of a very quickly approaching debut gig. There wasn't a name for it at the time, so they were kind of pressured to come up with something, and they found something that fit the vibe well.
Difficult,
it just came out. It wasn't. There wasn't a story. It wasn't planned. It wasn't orchestrated. Cool. It just sort of came out, and it stuck. And it seems to captivate what we do very well. So there's never been a reason to change it. So the story is there isn't really a story.
I was going to say it's very Rolling Stones actually, because that's kind of like they didn't.
Is that what happened with them?
They were booking the gig, and there's like, "What's your name?" Rolling Stones.
Because from the song by what's his name's dad? What's his name's dad? Muddy.
Yeah, Muddy Waters.
I say what's his name's dad because his eldest son is a friend of mine, Mud Morganfield. So,
oh wow.
So and he looks and sounds just like his dad as well, Mud Morganfield. That's why I was like, what's his name's daddy? My mate's down in Chicago. It's a great name, Brave Rival, though. I mean, it conjures up all sorts of visions in my head, you know? You can do a lot with that branding if you want to get all technical and serious about it, but it's just fun to have a name that really suits your sound as well, isn't it?
Well, yeah, exactly. And I think it's quite cool that it wasn't really planned. It just sort of, it came out of necessity and it stuck, and it's never
so cool.
been wrong. It's always been just right.
So how do you describe your sound if that's an okay question to ask? Because it's difficult, I think, sometimes to say that. But I think was it Heart Meets Tedeschi Trucks? Is that
we have that? I can't remember who it was who originally said that.
Classic Rock magazine said
that. Classic Rock that said that.
Yeah.
Someone said that. It's a fair description. We use we sum it up as soulful rock and blues, or another amalgamation of those three words.
Rock, blues, and power soul.
That's the other one. Yeah.
Yeah. And indeed, and definitely, indeed, it is as well. I mean, so is the shred? Is that something about how you play the guitar? Are you shredding that guitar?
Yeah, that's basically it. The shred thing was actually a misquote. I had a slightly different nickname that someone gave me several years ago, and I mentioned it to I think it was Billy and Donna before Brave Rival was a thing years ago, and it stuck. Someone misheard it or misremembered it and published something calling me Ed the Shred Clark, and someone else copied that line and stuck it in something else, so now it's just stuck.
And it
wasn't actually so now that's my name, I guess.
Absolutely. I mean, you guys got some great synergy, and I think that those kind of things keep the longevity in the band as well. You know, all those things kind of mold it together, doesn't it? It binds you all together in this relationship as it is, isn't it really?
Definitely.
You're on the road a lot with the same people and stuff, and you got to deal with that, you know. But some days we have good days and some days bad days, but it's okay. As long as you've got a solid ground to hang on to, you know what I mean? You can keep going forever, man. Look at the Rolling Stones, speaking of.
Nice.
Well, yeah, they've done all right, haven't they?
Yeah.
So you guys came out in 2019, and that's when you sort of formed properly as what we see now. And by Get Ready to Rock magazine, our friend Pete Finstra, he nominated you as a breakthrough act.
He did.
And then the next year, you kicked off 2021 with some great support gigs. But I want to go back to 2019. What does that do for you with that sort of nomination? How does that make you feel as a band? You know what I mean? And individually.
I think it definitely solidified for us as a unit that we were doing the right kind of things, making the right kind of sounds, I guess, that people were reacting to in a favorable way.
Yeah.
I mean, it definitely made us all feel like, you know, this is something we want to keep doing. That summer of 2019 when Ed joined, it was like
the first gig I did was we did a stage at Victorious Festival in Portsmouth. So it was a bit of like a hometown festival for the band in the sun. And you know, the energy on stage was just electric. It was like, this is definitely the right lineup. And then from there, it's just been like a rocket in a way.
We've all five of us, we've known each other for years before Brave Rival formed, and we've all jammed with each other in different capacities and different lineups. And there was just something special about when the five of us came together in this lineup. It just something clicked, and it's only got better as we've got closer, both personally but musically. We've got to know each other. We can bounce off each other a lot easier. So it started in a really, really great place, like Billy said, at that Victorious Festival, and it's just progressed from there.
Yeah, I guess after a while you get to know each other so well on stage musically that you're on the same vibe, and you kind of know the next move. Of course, you've rehearsed and everything, but then it leaves you free to communicate without having to think about what the lyric or what the chord is. But you can really enjoy the energy on stage between each other, isn't it?
Absolutely,
for sure.
Yeah, I can tell when Donna's going to do a particular fill or a particular cymbal hit. I just know. You know,
really,
when our sets aren't especially rehearsed in the sense of, we obviously rehearse the songs, but a lot of unplanned stuff usually happens on stage. So like Billy was saying, that you can tell when Don's going to do something. We had an idea that we spoke about before a headline gig a few weeks ago in Sedgefield of doing this drop down jam section where we get the audience to sing and stuff. We didn't really ever plan it. We never sort of tried it. We just did it. And it had all these stops and starts. And me, Billy, and Donna, who obviously had to do the harmony of it, so that we were the ones that had to stop in time. Just did it. Like there was never a plan. Like we're going to stop here. We're going to do this many hits. We just did it. It wasn't. So that was stuff like that. It's
cool.
You can't learn that. You have to just do it, and you get to know the other musicians you're playing with. And it just happens.
That's for sure.
It's fun.
It comes into, and that's when it's fun, isn't it? I mean, that's when you get off stage and you're just buzzing, because it's just, I mean, it's just a lot of fun, isn't it? Playing music on stage in front of people, and it seems everyone's receiving you so well as well. You know, it's really cool. So listen, so from 2019 and then 2020, you kicked off 2020 with some great support gigs. I mean, Stevie Nemo, Billy Walton Band, and also that year you were featured in Raw Rap magazine as one of the top 20 bands to look out for. You know, what was that like? I mean, you've been together for a little bit of time now. That's just like, time to really kick this now. Time to kick it into the park, isn't it?
2020 was such like a almost similar. It's kind of like what this year has been should have happened in 2020, because we started 2020 with we did a gig at the Echo Hotel Music Club in Hook, which we just did this weekend.
You went back there? Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You went back to the Echo Hotel?
Yeah, we're back there this weekend, yeah. And so, yeah, in January 2020, we played there. It was our first big headline show, and we recorded the night, and we released that as a live album. And we did a few other shows at the beginning of the year, going strength from strength. We kickstarted a fan campaign to fund our album, and that, you know, they blew past the goal of that. Like, our fans are just amazing. And then
really fantastic.
Then obviously the pandemic happened, and we had a recording session booked for like literally the week after the first lockdown, and we had to cancel it.
It was like April the 5th or something like that.
On
the 25th of March or something.
Okay, yeah.
And we were supposed to be going. We were supposed to be going on tour the week of the lockdown, and then getting in the studio the week afterwards. So it was like 2 days or 3 days before the tour was supposed to start. We're going on tour with Billy Walton Band, and obviously there was like, is it happening? And then suddenly they weren't coming over, and then a few days later, nothing's happening anymore. The whole world's shutting down.
Yeah. I mean, I guess to say that you were gutted doesn't even describe how you felt. You know how everyone felt. You know, but coming from where you come from, you know, a few months, even not even quite a year or just over a year earlier, you know, performing and putting the set together,
Yeah.
and then having that happen, you're just thinking bad luck, or don't worry, we're going to ride this through. I mean, you know, you were determined, weren't you?
The weird thing is about it is, as awful as that whole situation obviously was, for the sake of the album, the timing actually worked out very well for us. Obviously, would never think it was a good thing. It really wasn't.
Sure,
but if it was going to happen for the album, the timing couldn't be better, because it actually stopped us from making the album, and then allowed us to make a better album. We feel the album that we've actually released is very different. There are a whole load of songs that hadn't even been conceived at the time we were going to record the album.
Exactly.
Since we had to stop for, God, was it 18 months, 20 months, something like that?
Yeah, it went from April to the following August that we actually got to record.
Yeah, so well over a year, and we utilized our lovely friend technology to write remotely using. We had a folder on Google Drive which we all put ideas on. Then we'd take our ideas, each other's, and there are so many songs that exist that way. So the title track, Life Machine, that was done that way. Thin Ice was done that way. Now I've started, I can't actually think of the other songs, but there are numerous songs on the album which there weren't even a thing. Hi Graham, hi Andrew.
Hi Graham, hi Andrew.
we love Graham. We see him at a lot of gigs.
Oh, fantastic! I'm glad he's tuned in. So I was going to ask you guys who writes the songs, but so everyone's involved in all aspects of it, lyrically, and obviously guitar and drums and bass. You guys got that all locked down, but lyrically, are you guys contributing?
It's lyrically, I want to say exclusively the girls. I can't think. Very occasionally,
sometimes I give them a theme.
Okay,
yeah. Billy does themes really well. He'll get paint a picture. Billy is a very interesting person to work with musically. He once told me to play a guitar solo like a pyramid. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what to do with that.
Elaborate on that, please, Billy. Elaborate.
There is no elaboration. He just.
Sometimes I just need Ed to react in a certain way on the guitar. You know, something like, Ed, play this one like you're on a volcano or something. You know. Or,
okay.
Yeah, just do something like that, yeah, and then he produces a wicked solo, and then it's all good. So,
isn't that's so amazing? I mean, because I guess if you think about it, it'll make you play soft or hard or whatever, really, with that theme or with that word, like a volcano. You know, it's explosive, and you're just gonna really shred.
I think it just. I think well, this is slightly off what we were talking about, but that thing that Billy does, it does just make you think, what does that even mean? And then you think it's in a totally different way. But with the lyric thing, it's mostly the girls. We tend to write our own parts and then throw ideas at each other. So I think occasionally the girls have said, what line needs to go here, guys? And Billy will say something totally random about volcanoes or pyramids or something. But generally we write our own parts for each song. But there are some exceptions, like a lot of songs start with Donna and one of the girls. Usually Donna and Chloe write a lot of the songs to start off with acoustically. Some of them come that way. A lot of them start with a guitar riff or a bass riff or whatever. So there isn't kind of a one way that we do it. I'm going to play the video. We'll prepare that video, Patsy, from the Echo Hotel that we were talking about. But not quite yet, Patsy. Give me a second. I just want to mention this.
Oh.
Okay. Never mind. Let's listen to that. Okay. Go ahead. Play it, Patsy.
A stranger, but the blues ain't gonna take over me. I think it's about time I set you free. I think it's about time I set you free. You might be my lover, but your demons are taking over. I think it's about time I set you free. Sometimes you gotta let down. Sometimes you gotta go. I open up my mind so I can see. Sometimes you gotta let down. Sometimes you gotta come down from the high. Enjoy the It's about time I set you free. I think it's about time I set you free. I might have been blind, but soon I'll find. I think it's about time I set you free. Sometimes you gotta let down, let down. Sometimes you gotta get down from the high. Enjoy the
Oh yeah, absolutely. I love it. That line, was it sometimes you got to come down from the high and enjoy the ride?
Yeah. That was written in the bath.
Is it about someone in particular, or is it just a general?
No, Chloe wrote that literally lying in the bath after a gig where she felt the come down. It's from the high of performing, and then you get home, it's just quiet, and you're like, oh. So she literally wrote it while lying in the bath after a very good gig.
She tapped into it. Yeah, that's a great creativity of an artist, isn't it? Really, you can tap into those emotions and put it out there to people, and people put it on paper or type it out, and then people get it. I love that line. Absolutely. You know what I find interesting is that a lot of the material that you made a live album at the Echo Hotel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was from that live album.
That's right. And I don't know if it's just me, but usually bands do a studio album first and then a live album after things get a little bit more tight. Not to say you weren't tight, that's not the point. The point is it usually works the other way around. I guess people are more secure. I know I'd be a lot more secure doing a studio album than catching it live again, but that was absolutely incredible.
It was. I remember at the time, like we got offered the chance to do that thanks to the promoter there, Verd. He said, "Oh, why don't you do this, and then you can use that to help fund the studio album." And yeah, I mean, it just at the time it sort of just made sense just to do it, just go for it, and just see what happens. And that's kind of
So
where
you
the be brave part comes from. I think sometimes.
That's it, brave, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, so that studio, the album at the Echo Hotel helped to fund the next studio album, the first studio album, actually.
Well, that was the idea, but because of what actually ended up happening, we were very lucky that Verd suggested that to us because we never we didn't get to make the studio album for a lot longer than we thought. So it gave us the chance to actually have some music out there for people to listen to during the nearly 2 years that we weren't able to release anything. So it didn't end up going the way we planned, but thank God that it happened at all. Sorry, Billy, what were you going to say, mate?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say it was like, it helped fund parts of the album. Obviously, there was the Kickstarter campaign as well. So yeah, I mean, all of it goes in the band kitty, as it were, to help fund Brave Rival. But
but that's really, it's clever, and the synergy again is absolutely immaculate with you guys, because hadn't that happened, this wouldn't happen, and that's sometimes you just can't plan those things, can you? You know what I mean?
Butterfly effect.
Music.
So the Kickstarter album came. Let's see. Let me get this right now. Life's Machine. That's the first studio album, right?
That's a studio album.
That's right. Yeah.
Life's Machine. And that's what you wrote down. You wrote mostly during lockdown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So lockdown happens, as I mentioned earlier. We basically we didn't just want to give up. We just sort of wrote songs from home, put it all online on a drive that we have access to, and contributed. When it became summer again, and you could sort of meet outside of the rule of 6. Luckily, we were 5 members, so we could meet up outside and write in the garden, kind of thing.
How cool!
And eventually we got all the way to summer 2021. We had the producer booked in again. We had the studio time booked in again, and we pretty much had a whole year and a bit to plan for it and really get it right. And so when it came to recording it, we did everything we wanted to do. We did everything at the studio. We also did we got a piano guy remotely, and also Johnny Henderson did our keys. He plays for Els Bailey for some time. And we also did a choir at the St. Mary's Church in Portsmouth. Our Bravian choir featured on the album as well. So we literally did everything. All of our dreams came true.
Yeah. Exactly. And in the industry, that's very rare. So well done, you guys. Yeah. And the album Life's Machine is out now. And
that's right.
Give everybody the website while we're talking about this sort of thing.
Yeah, it's braverival.com. The album came out on May 6th. It's received, I mean, the reception to it's just blown us away, really. We've had so many amazing reviews.
Cool.
Some 5 stars, 10-star scores, it's just totally blown us away.
I think we hoped we felt we'd produced something like as Billy said, it was absolutely what we dreamed of making. We were so happy when we heard it back for the first time. It was exactly what we hoped it would be. So the question was then, are other people going to get the same response that we get from listening to it? And the honest truth is the response we've had is way above what we ever anticipated. We knew we'd achieve what we wanted to, but we didn't know how it was going to be received, and the response has been absolutely fantastic. Couldn't have asked
and
for
Guilty Love came out of the album earlier this year. Then is that right?
Yeah, that in the build up to its release, we released that just around. I think it was February 11th. It was just before Valentine's Day.
Was that was after the Skegness show?
That was after Skegness. We got back from Skegness. And then it came out in February. We recorded the video, which I think we're going to play at some point. That was recorded at Chloe's house.
Okay, I was
what her bedroom looked like.
I know. I said it must be someone in the band's house. Matter of fact, why don't we have a look at that now? Shall we?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Patsy. Put on "Guilty Love" for us, so we can have a look at that.
I thought that you were what I wanted.
Oh, yes. Those girls can sing, can't they? My
They've got
goodness.
some pipes.
Oh,
Definitely next time when you guys are in the rehearsal studio, I want to get all you guys, all 5 of you together. Lindsay,
definitely do
Chloe, Donna,
Yeah,
yourselves.
100%. 100%.
I want to go back a little bit to back to Scagness, because you played on a Saturday night in Scagness earlier this year, and there was a competition. What's the name of the competition? Is it Emerging Artists?
Yeah,
The
so
introducing stage. Yeah.
Introducing stage. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So, and
whoever
you win a
wins gets.
competition.
Yeah, so
How's it
they
voted?
do 4 bands, I think, each day, if I remember rightly. I think it was 3 one day actually. And the
Four
idea
or
is
five,
there's a
yeah.
vote. There's a vote, and whoever wins the vote for that day plays on the corresponding day the following year on the main stage. So we are very
audience
honoured
votes,
to have won that one. Yeah.
The audience,
That's us.
you guys win. So this, yes. So this January 2023.
That's right.
You'll be at Scagness
On the main stage.
on the main stage.
Main stage.
Headlining. Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think they
amazing.
just announced other bands that are playing. Actually, I saw.
Okay.
Oh, I've not seen that.
Yeah, I can't remember what I saw now. I think. Pretty sure.
You've dug yourself a hole now. Now you have to say. You have to say.
I think Kyla
I
Box
know.
is going to be doing a duo there. I think I saw that bit.
Yeah.
I can't remember all the other bits that we're playing, but you can find out on your website as well, and also you can hook up all over the place with your on Instagram and where is it? I don't know where I'm going with it.
Oh yeah.
So,
we're on all of them. Twitter.
Yeah, all of them. They're
Facebook,
at Brave
Instagram.
Rival Band.
Yeah,
that's it.
at Brave Rival
Instagram,
Band.
Facebook, Twitter at Brave Rival Band, you guys. Okay, so and also the website braverival.com.
That's
So
right.
check. You can go onto your website. You can hear the music, see some more videos, and find out what your dates are as well. I'm not going to keep you guys, but I just want to find out. If you don't mind, I'm a little bit nosy like that. Now, Ed was saying that Billy, you come from Australia, yeah, but you're living here in the UK.
Yeah. So to cut a long story short, my family emigrated to Australia when I was like 12.
I see. I was wondering where the accent was coming from.
Yeah.
It's not
So
very
I
slight,
immigrated there when I was 12, and then I moved back here. As I was born in this country, I moved back here at 19.
Okay.
I joined a band, and then I didn't really look back, I guess.
Yeah, was bass your first instrument?
Yeah, my dad played bass.
Okay.
He still plays the bass a bit even now, but yeah. So I took up the family instrument, as it were.
Well, definitely, it was sitting around, knocking around the house. He played
exactly.
very well.
He's got a lovely Fender Precision, actually.
Is that what you learned on?
A bit of that, but then we did get my first bass, which was a Yamaha bass, and then eventually moved to what I play now. My instrument I play now, I've had since Christmas 2004, I think it was.
What are you playing now?
It was a Fender Squier, but it's been heavily modified. It's now known as the Bass Players Alliance.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a one of a kind bass.
Yeah,
I've had it many years
lasers.
No way.
It's got
It has a
lasers.
laser. If you look at my profile pic on Facebook, you can see.
I'm gonna have a look. Definitely. I didn't go all the way there. But you guys got any dates coming up in London this year?
Oh yeah. So we're actually at the 100 Club in November.
Okay. Definitely.
Supporting what's the name?
It's okay.
I forgot the
We'll
name
look
as
it
well
up
now.
anyway. We'll look at braverival.com. It doesn't matter.
Corky Lang.
Corky Lang.
I had a complete mind fart then. Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, Corky Lang, 100 Club, November 15th.
November 15th. Okay, you Londoners, get your tickets because the place fills up.
Exactly, and the tickets are available on our website for that one.
Cool.
They come directly from us, so any ticket bought from us is really helpful for us because it supports obviously us and what we do
from the website. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Get the tickets from the website. Goes straight to the band then.
Yeah.
So like
exactly
that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and always an income is needed coming in because there's more albums to press, more merchandise to buy. So it's a little business machine. Not only have to be musicians, but you got to be a little bit business at it as well.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Billy's a bit of a genius on that side. He's a secret suit.
Oh,
Our
fantastic.
secret suit, yeah.
Well done. Yeah, it helps to have a bit of a business head in the band, that's for sure. A lot of us
Yeah.
are like living on our hearts, you know. We're living, it's okay, have it for free.
That's
So
it.
what about you? You Ed, you're raised in Portsmouth, yeah?
No, I'm not from Portsmouth originally.
Oh, you're not? Okay.
That's
The
why I
girls
sound
are.
so posh. I'm from around Guildford Way in Surrey, so I'm the
Okay.
posh one. But
Uh-huh.
we
And
kind
did you
of
start guitar as well, or piano, or violin? What did you start with?
Oh, this is a good one.
Oh,
This is a good one.
I knew it.
My first instrument was the flute.
Oh, fantastic.
Wasn't very rock and roll.
We should have got you to play the flute tonight.
Have you included the, but do you include the flute on any of your tracks, like live tracks?
We haven't. Chloe has actually asked me about that because
Wow, you should, man.
It's gonna happen eventually.
Hey, remember Jethro Tull?
Yeah.
Jethro
Do I
Tull?
say the thing, Billy? Should I say the thing?
Do it, yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. Momentary tangent. A few years ago, I was doing some solo performances, and I decided to try and jazz them up a little bit. So I worked out how to beatbox and play the flute at the same time. So I did. There was a couple of videos floating about of beatbox flute happening, and Chloe asked at some point if I would go on stage and do it in a Brave Rival set, and that might happen at some point.
Fantastic.
So that's a thing.
Can we have a peek at it on YouTube somewhere?
There is a cover I did. If you type Ed Clark, Billie Jean, I did that Billie Jean riff on the beatbox flute.
Yeah. So we look up Ed Clark on YouTube, Billie Jean.
Oh God, why have I just announced that online?
Yes, of course. Because that's the thing, though. Because we want to get into you and find out more about you and stuff like that. That's what Live Talking Blues is about. You know what I mean? Because we can hear your music and stuff, but sometimes we got to get a little bit deeper so we can understand what's happening, you know, between here. You know what I mean?
Understand the man behind the guitar.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, that was the thing. I didn't pick up the guitar until I was 11 or 12.
Okay.
I've been playing music in some regard since I was like 7 or 8 or something like that.
Yeah,
I honestly don't remember.
It's been but
just,
what a great foundation.
It became more and more important in my life as I got older. But yeah, because I started classically, it was a different way in. I know Billy got into it through a love of seeing bands, if I remember rightly. I got into it through learning classical music, and then I heard Guns N' Roses, and I was like, "This is the greatest thing ever! Why has nobody shown me this before?" And yeah, so I went the different route.
Hey, have you heard that Guns N' Roses song? I love it. It's from the Spaghetti Western album. What is it? It's a classic. I don't have you. I don't have anything since I don't have you. It's like
because the Spaghetti Instant album is their cover album, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There's a great version of Ain't It Fun on that album. It's a really cool version.
Really? Okay, I've got it down there in my thing. I'll have that. I'll pull it out.
Do it. That album is great.
Fantastic. Well, guys, listen, I'm gonna let you get out of here because you've been an absolute joy. And
thank you so much
remember
for having
that
us.
Isle of Wight on Saturday the 18th. Brave
we're on the Sunday. We're on the Sunday.
On a Sunday. Okay.
Yeah,
Sunday
we're playing
19th.
Sunday afternoon, Kashmir Cafe stage.
Kashmir Cafe stage. Okay, cool.
10 to 6.
10 to 6.
What's going.
Okay.
Yeah, anyone's going to Isle of Wight, come see us. We'd love to see some people that we know.
Exactly. Any of you guys coming down, make sure you hit the band up and say hello. And also, we're going to say hello to Donna, Lindsay, and Chloe as well. And hopefully we can meet them on the Live Talking Blues on another later date.
It's gonna happen.
That's our sneaky way of making sure you have us back.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that. It works well. You're working well. I loved your company. I really did. And all the stories are so cute. And the little thing you guys did for Kickstarter, that was so cute. The film you did for Kickstarter is really amazing. And we got a chance to get inside of you there, you see. So it's all good. Let's get Patsy out of the green room. Say hello to Patsy, who's been producing it.
Hi, Patsy.
Hello, darling. Thank you so much for everything and all the videos and stuff. And so listen, guys, I'm gonna let you go and let's meet again. I'll be talking to you guys, okay?
Cool.
Fantastic. Look forward to it. Thank you so much for having us on.
Thank you. Take us
Thanks so
home,
much.
Patsy. Take us home.